Hello, my name is MB Raimondi. I am a CPA and a ProSeries user. I have used ProSeries since before Intuit purchased it, so I've been using it a really long time. Today, I want to explore the benefits of reviewing your print options. And I also want to talk a little bit about something that's new in tax year 2011 related to printing, and those are customized watermarks. This may be my favorite new feature with tax year 2011.
Let's take a look at some of our print options. Most of our print options are going to be found under the Tools drop-down menu. When you click on Options, on the left-hand side you will see several printing options. The first is Control which forms to print. You are going to select the return type or the organizer, and then on each of those different kinds of returns or organizer, you will have choices to print if it's required, if there's any data, if it's been used at all, always, or never. And to tell you the truth, when we're looking at government forms, I don't play around with this a lot because if it's required, I want it to print on all of the copies. But there are different forms that I might want to have a little bit control over. Under my depreciation reports, as I look down, do I want a depreciation report for all assets? So probably never for the filing copy, but how about for the client copy or the preparer copy? I also use this a lot with the organizer because when I first started printing out the organizers, it would print off reams and reams of paper. Now we do a PDF, but even still, it still could be reams and reams of paper. So I want to control what is going to print. One example would be W-2 worksheets. I want a W-2 worksheet even if there's no data because somebody may work this year and I want them to be reminded, oh, I need their W-2. So I'm going to choose always on the W-2s, both for the short organizer and the full organizer and my preparer copy. I also can print these form settings, which is nice to have. Our next print option is changing the print order. Maybe I do not want the estimated tax vouchers at the beginning of the return. I can easily highlight it and move it down and keep clicking, or even better, I can hold my Shift key down and highlight what I want to move and then move it down as a group. And I would have to move pretty far down, but you get the idea on that. So I according to return, and according to which copy can say what order do I want things to print off. That way nobody is taking this pile of paper and going through and changing the order. Again, I use that a lot on the organizer. Some general printing options. One I like here is Print Preparer's ID on filing copy only. We used to have to put our Social Security number on the return, which that meant everybody had my Social Security number. But we don't have to share our preparer's ID number with everybody, but we do need to have it on the filing copy. So we can set this option. We also can identify whether we want supporting statements, smart worksheets, reminder notes, client letters to print with the organizer or print with the return. And then finally, we can choose what printers we want everything to print to. For example, if my client letters go on letterhead that's in its own special printer, I am going to identify this as a separate printer than where everything else prints off. Those are all the print options that we have here, but I also want to show you a new feature in ProSeries with tax year 2011 called Watermarks, so it has to do with printing. Now on the filing copy and on the client copy, we can choose to print a watermark. The default is do not file, but once I have it selected, I can easily change that. I will put draft copy on my filing copy, and I'm so excited because I have been using a client copy stamp forever, and now I don't have to use that stamp because I can always have client copy printed on there. When I click on Print Preview, and I click on my 1040, here's my watermark for draft copy. When I click on my client copy and I look at my return here, everything will have client copy on it. That is one of my favorite new features in tax year 2011. I hope you have found this helpful. I really feel that if you spend time looking at this, choosing your options before tax season starts, that you are going to save a lot of time as tax season goes on and a lot of frustration. Hope you have a great day.